Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hello, family. It's me. This is weird. I thought I should do a video about like how the trip is going so far, because who wants to explain stuff a billion times all the time? And it's just to show what we've been doing, what we've been up to. This is my first impressions of Morocco. First off, when we landed in Marrakesh. Marrakesh is this big city where there's a ton of tiny little alleyways everywhere. Can't really find out where you're going unless you just kind of get lost. So you get lost, look for a landmark, and then that's where you can find out where you need to go. Google Maps doesn't really work, and you don't have service. So that's how the Dino works. Super cool. There's a lot of like crazy shops just on the side of the alleyways there. There's lots of fish and chicken and beef shops that smell disgusting. So if you can't stomach that, I'm sorry. They're like flicking like fish guts and stuff into the streets on people. At one point, I was walking by, me and Hannah were like walking down the alleyway, and we saw this guy just flicking his scales off his fish onto people walking by, which sucked. Yeah, so that's fun. Marrakesh is fun. Kind of the good things about it, it's really different. Like if you want to go to a dense little city, Marrakesh is a good place for that, and it's very fast. There's a lot of people asking for you and like want to know what you're doing, and also if you will buy their stuff. That's why they want to know. Every time, I swear, I'd get catcalled all the time, more than Hannah, but it was about my race, you know. They'd be like, Japan, Philippine. And then that's how they'd grab my attention and pull me in. They'd lock eyes with you, and then they'd pull you into their shop and make you buy something. So if you don't want to enjoy that, probably don't go to Marrakesh, because it happens every single alleyway that you're in, which is crazy. But that's some of the good and the bad things about Marrakesh. Some of the good things, the food's good. There's some good tagine there. This is like a main dish here. They just cook it in like this big clay pot thing, which is cool. And then they have couscous, and they have lots of juices all over the place that are like freshly squeezed, which is really nice. It's really refreshing because it's so freaking hot, that's awesome. And mint tea. I know it's not for everyone, but it's literally just like mint leaves, water, and sugar. That's freaking nice. That's some good things about Marrakesh. Some bad things, traffic is crazy. The way that they like drive around over here is nuts. Like they literally are just like flowing traffic, don't even care who's in the road, don't use turn signals or anything, they just go, which is wild. It's so scary to be in the car when someone's driving you. And that leads me into transportation around Morocco. Taxis are good. We only took 2. Basically had them ordered for us though. We didn't have to order any taxis of ourselves because we were too scared. I was too scared to do it. It was just really, I've heard some bad things about where you get jacked prices all the time, or they'll drive a different direction to like make the meter go up. And a lot of people's English is very, very broken, so it's very hard to talk to them and like get a set price. And we weren't good at talking to people about money yet, so we just had taxis ordered for us. And then we got a hire car. And the hire car, I mean, you know, I didn't know this, but if you have to rent a car anywhere, the price sucks. And we thought we got a good deal. So just expect a big down payment and insurance on top of insurance. And that's going to be the price of your car, which is so cool. Then we made it down to the desert to Bin Hadu, which was really cool. Big fortress made out of clay, which is sick. Yeah, I don't know, there's just like ton of alleyways there and like cool buildings that were etched out of the clay where it looked like a castle, and it was just so cool to see. And I've seen some of the movies, but it's just a weird place to be in. It's like if we were in a city that was actually not destroyed, we're still there, that natives made. That's what it feels like. Like everywhere here, it's the exact same. It's cool. And then after that, came farther into the desert, into Mazuga, which is where I'm at right now. We went to a camp, luxury camp. So we met with the camels and rode out into the desert with them. Stayed for sunset, which was cool. And then we got to camp, slept, had a show with some drums. And then we stayed an extra day so we can go sandboarding, take more photos. Drive out in a 4x4 or like a car, which was so fun, so sick. Thanks for Ismail for doing that. He was such a good driver. He was so sick. And then the people are cool, depending on where you're at. If you're in Mazuga, they just want your money, so they'll pull you in and like try and act cool and like fun, but then they'll just ask you to buy something and like won't let you leave, which isn't fun. So I wasn't very trusting there for anyone really, and people are always trying to stop you to like ask for something all the time, which is sad. They might need it, but I don't know the difference, so I just either drove on or just passed them. I don't know. It's just what I had to do. I don't have money for that. But other people are cool. Like the Riyadh that we're staying at, the main guy, Mohammed, is really cool. And then at the desert camp, we took a photo with these two guys. And then Ismail, which was our driver. The other two guys' names are both David, which is easy to remember. They were super sick. English is super broken, but it's still like fun to try and like form sentences with each other and get what each other's trying to get. So you just end up laughing a lot, which is really fun. That was really nice. But yeah, they're super accepting, super like friendly if they're not like after anything. They're just saying hi, hanging out, which is really cool.
Très fort, bravo, bravo.
We met another guy also named Ismail. Haven't met any other people yet with different names, who sold custom shoes to Hannah Burks in the Medina, which is super cool. So they like fitted her foot to the right Birkenstock, and then she got to choose the material on top, which was way cool. Yeah, he was super friendly and super nice, and like didn't care if she wanted to buy anything or not. He was just kind of like, yeah, do you want this or not? It was really cool.
Okay. Oh, I am rich.
Culture's cool. I mean, obviously they're all Islam, so 6 a.m. just expect to wake up to the call of prayer. It's very loud. Our first Riyadh we were at, the speakers were right next to our building, which was crazy. Way better than a rooster call, honestly. And it happens like not consistently, I feel like. Like we've been out here in the desert and I feel like it's only happened like twice. But in Marrakesh, it happened 3 times a day, which is crazy. So, but they had literally in every town that we're passing, there's a big tower and it has 4 speakers on each side. And that's where the call to prayer comes out of, which is wild. Pretty different. And then the people at camp, we asked like why their breakfasts were only eggs. Like they didn't have like bacon or sausage. And we realized it's because it's Islam. It's against Hana or Haman or something like that. So they can't have that, beer or wine. So that's why the breakfasts are mostly carbs, which brings me into the food. The food's been good. There's that tagine that I talked about, which is really nice. It's good. It's a lot of food. It's usually just like a lot of vegetables, steamed vegetables, and some meat, like chicken or maybe eggs or beef. I don't know. But it's been good. It's different. They have a lot of different spices that all definitely are the same. Like if you go to any alleyway, you can smell it in the Medinas, or if you go to any town and walk by a cafe or a shop, you'll definitely smell it, and you're like, that's Morocco. We've definitely noticed that today. Like, oh yeah, there's a Morocco smell, which is wild. it's just so potent and it's so strong. You can just tell. And we're starting to smell like it too, like in 3 days, which is crazy. But the food's good. They eat a lot of carbs. With every meal that we've ever been served, it's like they bring out a bowl of bread and there's like 6 slices on it, and then they'll bring out a different kind of bread for you to have. And then in your breakfast, they have an egg and they'll have like a flat like piece of bread. It's like a tortilla, but it's like softer, but it's good. I mean, I don't know, but they eat a lot of bread, which is cool. And mint tea, that's like their main thing, mint tea, which is sweet. And the mint tea, they'll just pour it super high because that's how they stir it with the sugar, and then they'll pour it back in and do it again so it gets more mint into it, and they do that like 4 times until it's like the right taste that they want, which is cool. So that's the food. Right now we're just at this riad, which is pretty sweet. It has a pool. We're just gonna relax today and tomorrow because we just got out of the desert. We don't have like much to do, but tomorrow we'll be heading to Chefchaouen, which is the Blue City, which I'm pretty excited to see because it's going to be a lot different scenery out there too, like more mountains because it's in the mountains and it has like 2 national parks by it, and it's all blue, which will be super sweet because all we've seen is like red and orange and like hints of green just from the trees. And these trees everywhere, they're all date trees around here, which is crazy. We passed a field that literally lasted for like maybe 20 miles, and it was just date trees. And they were like all owned by someone, which was crazy. So if you see one hanging low enough and it's not in anyone's yard, and it's got like dark dates, like a whole bushel of them, top of the palm tree, just snag that thing. That'd be so good. That's basically it right now. Updates in this form are going to come in Chefchaouen because we're going to be there for 4 days, and then we move on to Rabat, which is on the coast, which is also where we met some Americans in the camp that we were just at, and they go there to school abroad, and that's where she surfs. So that's where we're going to go surfing, and hopefully it's sick. So we're excited. Yeah, it's basically it on Marrakesh. That's all I got. Anyways, see ya.